Hello. Say hello. Wave hello. Wave hello. Yay. Say Merry Christmas. Can you say Merry Christmas? Oh, can you blow a kiss? Mwah. Let it go. Release it. No? Or just staring at yourself now? Say, Daddy got to play board games this week. And I got to watch. Look. Oh, no, watch it. Say hello. Yeah, so they just woke up. And the missus is watching a Hallmark movie. And so, oh, hello, hello, hello. Yeah, so I thought I'd just come in here for a minute. This is Piper. She is a little girl, a little pumpkin. Yeah, I had my nephews over today. We had a few games. Actually, they spent the night from last night. Had a really good time. Can you say hello? She's still waking up there. Thank you, Miss Martin. That's so nice of you. Merry Christmas. Yay, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah, I don't know if you're traveling this year or if you are already at your destination or you're staying home. Either way, Merry Christmas. Look, they say Merry Christmas to you. Yeah. Hello from Germany, Nerd House. How's it going? Yeah, got a lot of comments. What was it? Was it today that Legacy of the Force dropped? Today, I think. Book one of many. Do you want to go see Mama now? You tired? You're rubbing your hands together? You're thinking of a nefarious plot? Okay. oh, oh my goodness. But thank you. Let me see. So your Christmas gift tomorrow will be starting Victor Prime. That's awesome. Could you please review The Mandalorian? Well, Brandon, I don't watch it. Isn't that crazy? Brandon, I'm not. I love Star Wars, but it's the old Star Wars story I love. Are you going, Pumpkin? Okay, go see Mama. It's the old Star Wars story I love, and I'm glad you're enjoying the channel. By the way, I enjoy doing it, but the new stuff I just don't. I don't have the time, which also means I don't make the time. I think is what it means. I don't make the time for it, and because I don't make the time for it, I'm never going to review it. Plus, it's not really my cup of tea. I'm glad a lot of people like it. A lot of people loving it. Bruce, my co-host on the podcast, absolutely loves Mandalorian, but for me, not really for me. Should have got eggnog today. It's an eggnog day. Duh. I'll get some eggnog tonight. Merry Christmas, Brady. No, this week the past 2 days. Oh no, the past 3 days. It's been board game week. But I was off this week, so I got a board game week going on. And I know we want to do a few. I want to do a few streams and everything next week. But my gaming group, I know we're going to do a Twilight Imperium game sometime next week. That's going to take up all the day. And then for the next few days, I think we're going heavy. We're going strong. We're going all the way, I think. I'm going to play through as many games as I can get through, and hopefully I can get through a lot of games. Hopefully. Maybe do some streaming at night, maybe. But dude, we were up till what was it, 2:30 one night, and went to bed early, 11:30 last night. It wasn't really a long night. So, yeah. As for book reading, I haven't done much. I got that new Doom book in, like earlier, but I haven't read it. I'm waiting for all three of them to come out. Very excited to see my top 10 board games. Yeah, I am too. You'll see them next week. I decided this year, Michael, and anyone who's been watching, I used to put those out once a week. And even I was I was like, geez, I mean, this takes forever. And then I did it twice a week last year. And it still did. Whenever I watch someone else's top 100, I'm like, give me the next one. Give me the next one. I know you have them. Give me the. And some people record. I mean, I recorded those in several different spots. I wore the same shirt just for continuity issues, but those were different. A lot of those, I do like maybe 4 of them back to back, and then I'd stop for the night and then do again, which you can't really notice much because the camera angle is the same and I'm the same, really. My hair a little bit, I guess you can notice. But I did about 4 at a time and throughout the weeks. And then I said, you know what? Instead of just starting these in November, I'm just going to go ahead and just do them for the whole, just starting November 30th and all the way to December 31st. I had to watch the calendar there. But once you get to December 31st, that's all of them. That's all of them. You'll get to see them all the top 10. So, and the thing is, it's funny because people keep going, this list gets better and better. And I was like, that's the point. At least in my opinion, it does. And I love counting them down. I love counting them down. I've already gotten a slew of games already played, of course, except for one. My friend has asked me to hold off until they can come play it because she's a big fan of the game and she wants to play it with me. It's an expansion. So I told her I'd hold off on that. That's the only thing on my what's called the shelf of shame, right? The board games you don't get to play yet. And I don't keep a big shelf of shame most times. So that one expansion is the only thing I haven't played. Right now I've been playing through older stuff, but it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. But my top 10, it's changed as always should. Some of it's the same, but there's some mixing around in there. And next year, Michael, I don't know why I wasn't thinking about it earlier, but I should have started putting where they ranked the year before. I don't know why I skipped that this year. I just didn't think about it, but that is good. And a lot of people are like, well, where did it rank from last year? I was like, I should have put that down. I just had them newly ranked. I didn't compare and contrast. I do know that some were higher than others. I think I mentioned that, but what the rankings were, I mean, I do know now because I've already looked at the numbers, but maybe do a board game live stream on all that. That'd be fun. Matt Paul is reading I, Jedi. I do not love that novel. I hate it. But you know what? I'll be honest, Matt. By the way, hold on. Here we go. Matt, I love your name. It's a good name. Strong name. But I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this right now. That's one of the most popular books in the EU. I mean, regardless of what I think. Tons of people disagree with me. And that's totally fine. It's totally fine. But everyone loves it. Home from work. Yay. Off for the day. Good for you. Yeah, I was off this week. I'm off next week, which is why I'm packing as many games as I can. Thank you, Glue Stick. I love it. Like your name. Like your, like your picture. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun doing it. Hello, Cody. How are you? Been a lot of fun running through Legends. And I mean, to be honest, and everyone, I mean, right now I got a comment today that these are the best books yet. You know, the Legacy of the Jedi books, which they're good. They're good. I prefer New Jedi Order better, but I love Legacy of the Jedi. I'm excited to be talking about it. And these reviews I'm going to blow through. What, by next week, by next month, I'll be done with them. There's a few books in between, which, yeah, I'll be reviewing for the next month before we get. It'll be another month. So February, maybe, until I get to Fate of the Jedi, I think. And then after that, you got the Legacy comic book. So still, in my opinion, it's going to be March or April, like I've always said, when I'll be done viewing through them. And then I got a billion ideas of what to go through. Someone had an idea that maybe going through all the TV episodes of each TV series of the Legend stuff, like, droids, Ewoks, Tartakovsky's Clone Wars, Filoni's Clone Wars, which I guess would be all right. And I think that was it for TV shows. I mean, then there's the 2 Ewok movies, even though I think I reviewed those in detail, and the Christmas special. So the TV series episodes, yeah, maybe. I like the idea of going through droids and Ewoks and Tartakovsky's Clone Wars, because I love all those. It's been a while since I've watched droids and Ewoks, but I'd watch them again, the cartoons. Man, Filoni's Clone Wars, though. I mean, I've watched it through once already. Rewatched, I should say. I don't know. Maybe. It's not a bad idea. That way I can finally talk good about Filoni in specific episodes, which is what everyone wants me to do. And then I thought about doing just like a hard review. Like, I'm going to reread all these. I'm going to reread all these books again, and then maybe do a hard review. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the next series of books I'm going to be, I'm going to be reading Dawn of the Jedi, first, and then give you another hard review about, my reread review, what I think about second time through. That's an idea, but that wouldn't be a weekly show at all. I mean, I guess it could be. I could read that many, but there's other things I want to read too. Yeah, Michael, we need to make that top 5 Will Smith happen. You know what? I didn't get the program. I need to get that program. I got my mixer board fixed so I can have 2 people, 2 mics going. Finally. I can have 3 mics going, 4 mics going actually on this thing. And I will be buying extra ones now. Probably I'll be buying a new one very soon, first of the year, because I think I'm going to have 3 and even 4 people on a podcast now. The long distance stuff I haven't figured out. A buddy of mine showed me something, but I tried it out and it sounds bad. It doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound good either. So I wasn't happy with the quality like I was with that Skype recorder, man. That was just great stuff, man. It was crystal clear. In fact, the person who I was calling, they sounded better than me. They won't now because of my mics. That's just how good that recording software was. And it was just a free software that was really cool. And you can't get it anymore because it was free and, no one paid for it. Anyway, though, I did get that fixed. Am I going to be sad when I need to start showing these. Am I going to be sad when I'm doing all the, no, because, and I'm hoping, and he said, even if it's not finished, he's going to give me a advanced copy. Joe's book, Culture and Supernatural Encounters. He's almost done. In fact, early summer, late spring, he's thinking about getting it done. So maybe by April, we'll have a bonus episode, by then. He said he'd go ahead and give me an advanced copy, but I want to give him as much time to refine it before he gives me it. And I'll review that one. That was a unpublished, it's been published since then. He was going to do it, I think, a 6-part series for the Star Wars Insider, and then it got canceled because it was Legends. And so he put it in his own little book form. And I think he's taking it down now from his website. I could be wrong about that, but he's revamping it, adding like 400 pages to it. So it's going to be really nice. And I'll review that when it comes back out. I don't think I reviewed that the first time through, though. It bothers me. First person bothers me. It really does. Maybe. But you know what? You'll be surprised how many episodes I liked. I know I bash Filoni a lot because people say he's the greatest thing ever. I'm like, no, the Clone Wars wasn't the greatest thing ever. It had great episodes. There are some really good episodes. Whenever it dealt with just clones, it was perfect. It was one. If that was all it would have been about, it probably would have been a great show for me. But I feel the Anakin, I've said this a billion times, the Anakin Obi-Wan relationship was not that good. And then the bridge between 2 and 3 are terrible. He plays that Clone Wars TV show like 3 has already happened, almost, in a way, because it doesn't do well to bridge the gap. In fact, it leaves a lot of questions in there, puts in more questions in there. And then there's a lot of good stuff in there, here and there. I don't remember which seasons were which, but I remember liking a lot of the earlier ones later than the later ones, but I could be wrong on that because it's been a while. Yes, I'm glad Marvel's re-releasing that. I know a lot of people have been hunting down those copies, and it's hard to get those omnibuses. And it's a smart move. All they should be doing is going on eBay and just typing in these hardbacks and going, okay, which ones do we need to? Okay, that one's going for high prices. We need to reprint those. First off, that secondhand stuff is not going in your pocket; it's going in everyone else's pocket. And so, if you make a new, easily available at a lower price, then you're going to sell. You're going to sell books because it's got a big following. And then it destroys the price of those Dark Horse omnibuses, let me tell you, especially if the Marvel ones are nicer, which I think they are. Let's see. Rebels the same way. Never watched Rebels. So, of course, that's new canon. Anything new canon, I just don't give my time to, just because I got a ton of other things to be reading. Okay. Plan B, if anyone remembers, This is one of my early videos I did. I said the fans should just start writing an organized story. To be honest, that's still on the plate. I would prefer for Lucasfilm to bring up more stuff, because the problem with a fan project is you can take it or leave it, right? Unless you have someone in authority, like like if Michael Stackpole said, "Hey guys, I'm writing this story about Corran Horn. It's not canon, but here it is." If it fits into the canon universe, guess what? I think everyone would make it canon, right? Because it fits in with the universe. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? And you need that type of authoritative people in charge. I mean, there'll still be naysayers here and there, but for the majority, if any of those authors were to write something nonfiction, everyone would take it as part of the Legends continuity, right? So then you got people who are like, well, I don't like the way they talked about this person. I don't like the way they dealt with this person. So if you did it, in my opinion, it had to be done very safe at first, steering away from main characters, movie characters, some EU characters. And then if you made solid stories, you got a following, then you could potentially start taking on bigger characters. Bigger EU characters like Corran Horn, like Mara Jade, like, I'm trying to think of anyone from the Old Republic games. You could start taking on bigger people and bigger stories from there, and you could build up from there. That's the only way that would work. It'd be interesting because there is a little bit of fan fiction out there that's good. Most of it is garbage, but a lot of it is. But there are a few gold nuggets in there. One, and you know what? I don't think I have it anymore. I might have to check. I found the editor of Stackpole or Alston, I can't remember who it was, who wrote an X-Wing book or X-Wing story, and I thought it was great. And they were just the editor, but they'd read so much Stackpole or Alston. I can't remember who she said she was, but I think she was the editor for Stackpole. She went, yeah, I just decided to write my own, and just for fun. I know she was trying to get it, printed, in a short story for Dark Horse or West End Games or something. It never got printed, so she just put it out on her website. It was really good, and I can't remember the name of it or anything now. And I don't even think I have. I don't even think I saved it. I wasn't printing everything out back then like I am now. Oh, thank you, Brandon. Thank you. There's a billion people who review The Mandalorian, a billion people. And so any of those can help you out. But thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you as well. I'm going to leave that up for a bit for you. You grew up with Genndy Tartakovsky's. I prefer Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars, Christian, over Filoni's Clone Wars every day. What's my favorite Genndy Clone Wars chapter? I have no idea because they're all so good. I did a video reviewing all the episodes, which you can check out. But the second time through, there are some episodes that I hated and absolutely love the second time. Like the last episode, I remember watching that a long time ago and going, that's dumb. That's a dumb way to end a series. And then looking back, I was like, ooh, no, that's the great way to end that series. I like how they ended that. Merry Christmas from Greece. Hey, what book or comic book would you recommend someone who is interested in Mandalorians? Well, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't recommend it, but fans would recommend this. It's Karen Travis's Clone Commando series. If I'm wrong, someone can put in the comments if there's something else you like better. But Karen Travis was popular for her Mando culture and history and everything. And that's why her Clone Trooper books, Clone Commando series, work really well. I am not a fan of those, but a lot of people are. So I'd say that one, I guess. Shut up. Shut up. Rick. Are you? Rick is a very good friend of mine. I haven't seen him in so long. Merry Christmas, Rick. I hope you're doing well, dude. I hope you're doing well. I miss you. I miss that man. I just told a story about him. So I'm going to tell a Rick story here. Okay, so Rick's an old friend of mine. We used to do stuff at the theater. He moved away. I think he's still in Alaska. If I'm wrong, correct me. But he had a great Alaskan vlog where he would just video log about his adventure in Alaska. He did it for the first year. And Oh, thank you, Rick. Oh man, I miss both of you. I miss both of you. Okay, so here is my. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, okay. Here is my Rick story. So I think he has a copy of this too. I did a show, Footloose. Remember Footloose from the 80s? And we were, it was a great show and we had a lot of fun. And Rick recorded the whole thing. Well, I said, hey, he was going to give DVD copies out to everyone there. And I said, well, if we're going to do that, can't we do like a director's cut where we talk over, commentary? He went, yeah. So we came to his house. He had recording equipment right there. And so we started recording it. I don't know if he knows where this is going. I'm sure he remembers this. So anyway, we get up there and we're recording. Well, everyone is drinking. I can't remember what they're drinking. I don't remember what everyone was drinking, but everyone's drinking except for me. I don't drink. But anyway, we were sitting there, and I'm at the very beginning. I have the DVD commentary at the very beginning. I should upload that and just pick the highlights out. that'd take forever, but that'd be worth it almost. The very beginning, there's a girl, and she's singing and she's talking. Hold on, let me stop your comment there. So she's singing and she's talking, and hold on, let me show you how she's moving because it gets funny like this. She goes, she's doing some weird movements with her head and bending. She's bending and everything. I was like, what is she doing? I said, I don't know if she's singing or having I can't remember what I said, a seizure or conniption. And y'all went, Matt. And it's on the commentary. They go, Matt, come on. She's a little girl. She's just having fun. I was like, I'm just making a joke here. I'm just trying to be nice. 6 beers or 17 shots, whatever they had, into the commentary. Everyone is saying nasty things about everyone in that show. And I'm sitting there with my arms crossed, ticked off, because I know we're going to have to re-record this because the stuff they're saying, we're never going to put on the commentary of the DVD. So I sat here like this. And then afterwards, Rick got everyone coffee to sober up so we could do it again. I was like, I don't want to do it again. It's midnight. He goes, no, we're going to re-record. I said, no, it'll be 2 a.m. I don't want to re-record it. So the official commentary track that went out is everyone trying to sober up, watching the show again like we're watching it for the first time, and me just sitting there going, yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that time. Good time. Yeah, this is great. Glad we're doing this again. I mean, I'm not happy because I want to go to bed. That was a great time. That was a great time. Let's see. Just wanted to thank you for introducing me. I'm reading Darth Plagueis. Oh, yeah. Oh, Merry Christmas from Singapore. Hey, Merry Christmas. Wow, we got all around the world here. That's awesome. Awesome. Darth Plagueis is a good one there for you. Okay. Sure, yeah. Is that what time it starts? Yes. Okay. The Jin is a soft G. So is it Gindi? Gindi? Is it Gindi? Hindi? I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I've never heard his name said. I don't think. Favorite clone? I don't have one. If I did, I wouldn't remember. You'd be surprised how much I've forgotten about that. You probably wouldn't. I've forgotten a lot about the Filoni Clone Wars stuff because it's been when I reviewed it years ago was the last time I've seen it. I don't watch those. Bernardo, I'm going to block you. What? I missed this conversation. Was this in the Old Republic comic book? I think so. Merry Christmas, Josh. Josh is not like Legacy of the Jedi. Santa Megatron says, oh, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Megatron. He is talking about this. Yeah, I got my Kip Durin hairstyle. Yeah, actually, it is Kip. I could be Kip Durin now, right? Almost, if it goes a little bit longer. There it is. There it is. Rick. Hold on. Hey, Miss Piper, come here.
Go see Dad.
I'm going to see Mr. Rick.
Do you want to see?
You want to see Mr. Rick? Rick Miller. Hey, no, look. Rick, this is Piper. And Meridian is in the other room. You want to say, oh, no, Miss Piper does not. Hey, watch this. Miss Piper. 1, 2, 3. Mean mug. Mean mug, Miss Piper. Give the mean mugging. 1, 2, 3. Oh, mean mugging, Miss Piper. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Oh, we got mini slippers on. 1, 2, 3. Mean mugging. Mean mugging, Miss Piper. Give a mean mug. Oh, give a mean mugging. Oh, come on. Do the mean mug. 1, 2, 3. Mean mugging. Oh, no, no mean mugging. No mean mugging on Christmas Eve. Come here. You want to come see everyone? Now, this is Bernardo's best friend. This is Miss Meridian. Hey. Say hey. Say, I don't see anyone, Daddy, just us. This is Miss Meridian. They're 18 months now? No, 20 months. 20 months old as of tomorrow. Yep. Oh, Mama too. Okay. And we're wearing bunny slippers today because that's what all the fashionable people wear is bunny slippers. It was PJ Day at daycare. Oh, and these are toes. Oh, okay. Okay, pumpkins. Boink. Okay, Mama, just tell me when.
Okay, well, I'm about to in a minute.
Okay. We're about to go somewhere later on this evening, so. Yeah, I caught up, didn't I? Thank you, Scott. Let me see. What can I talk? What's another Christmas story I can share with you? Feel like telling Christmas stories. What's a good Look at that. Can I do it? Do I have a? I think I have a ponytail right now. If I can't, I think I do. This is officially, I think, the longest my hair has ever been. It was long for 2005. In 2005, I grew it out, but this I think is the longest it's ever been. I mean, geez. I say that every time, but I mean, look at that. Look like a page boy from the medieval times there. Look at that. That's insane. It's funny because now I'm feeling my hair when I'm moving in my sleep. I'm going, what is that? Yay, Rick. I'm glad you got to see him. And you can always rewind this if Tina is not with you and she can see him too. So yes, those are my little girls, Oh, here's a question I get asked a lot. Yes, but that was for video game purposes, so I don't mind it. The way they kind of explain it in the book is okay with me, even though, to be honest, he does sound way more powerful than Luke, right? Luke can do all those things too, but it comes more natural to Starkiller. However, because it was a video game, I'll forgive it. And I mean, you're right. Like I said, the book explains things, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with that. But also him being super powerful is something for the video game, which I don't mind. Dude, of all that, nope, not at all. Soundwave is taking said, man, of all the Transformers toys I wanted growing up, Soundwave was one of the biggest ones because they sold additional tapes for him. He had the rat or the dog, I think it was a rat, the bird. Those are the two popular ones. But then he had that guy with the hammer fist. Maybe he came with one cassette. It may have been the bird. And then there was a 2-pack of cassettes that were 2 other things. I think the mini robot with the rumble hands and the rat or something like that. And I wanted those so bad growing up. True story, we bought years ago, the one that we got back as kids was Jazz. If you remember Jazz, I think he was for some reason, he was the police car named Jazz. If I remember this right. He was so hard. We couldn't figure out. We took him apart, but we took him to, robot form. We could never figure out how to transform him. So he stayed in robot form the whole time when we had him because we could not. He was just so hard. We couldn't figure out how to transform him into a car again. Those were nice cars by the time. Hold on. Do you think Disney has the balls to recast Luke, make a series? I guess. You know what? I heard about that, and everyone's kind of excited about that and wondering where it is. I know Joe Bongiorno from Star Wars Timeline.net has been talking to me nonstop about it, but I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do with that. You know, that's interesting. Obviously, they want to step away from the sequel trilogy because they know they screwed up. I never think they're never going to discredit it. They're never going to discanonize it. They're going to keep it out there because it'd be admitting that they were wrong if they say if they disregard it. So they're going to keep it, but then they're never going to go to that error again. They're going to jump to different errors and everything. They're never going to talk about the sequel trilogy again. I think. I mean, in passing they will, but they're never going to pick up from there. They want everyone to forget that and go somewhere else. Oh, shoot. There it is. Rat Bat was his name. Frenzy, Rumble. I don't remember Frenzy. Laserbeak was the thing. Buzzsaw. Well, I had the buzzsaws on him. Shot the buzzsaws. Ravage. I don't remember Ravage either. But you're right on those. Rat Bat, Rumble, and Laserbeak were the three I was talking about. And I remember Buzzsaw. Ravage and Fringe I'll have to look up. You're right, though. Obviously, Santa Megatron would be right. My favorite live action Batman. Dude, Adam West. I got to be honest with you. I just think that show is so fun. It's so fun, so colorful. My wife would say Michael Keaton, and I would agree. Michael Keaton did a good. It's who plays Bruce Wayne over Batman. The only person I didn't like is probably George Clooney and Christian Bale. I hated Christian Bale as Batman. I thought he was terrible. But Ben Affleck wasn't bad. I know it's very unpopular, but he wasn't bad. I think that movie was atrocious, but Ben Affleck's okay. He was the Porsche. Thank you. Jazz was the Porsche. Prowl, you're correct. I'm sorry. I should stop talking about Transformers. But Jazz I know it was Jazz. It was that Porsche. We could not transform him. We could not transform him for some reason. We're just too dumb as kids. I guess Legacy of the Force. I guess that's a tough one. That's a tough one. It is, because there's a lot of great stuff in Fate of the Jedi. I would guess Legacy of the Force. I guess. Oh. Oh, the all-foreseeing Matt Wilkins comes back again. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I'm sorry he ended up not liking. I'm sorry a lot of people didn't like it. But yeah. Kind of I know I remember saying that and it just wasn't that good. Wasn't that good. But oh well. Hopefully things like The Mandalorian, people can enjoy those things. For me, I enjoyed these old books, and that's where it was. I mean, to be honest, where is it? Over here? These old books are the reason I'm a Star Wars fan. It wasn't. I mean, I love the movies growing up. Every kid did. Every kid loved Star Wars growing up. But I got out of it like every kid did. And then back in 91, 93, I can't remember, when Timothy Zahn's, no, it's 93, I think, right? Hold on, it's third. So it would have been 1990, right? 1991. When the I didn't get them the time they came out. I think I got it a year later. Either way, when that came out, when Timothy Zahn's Heir to the Empire trilogy came out, I was hooked, and I became a huge Star Wars fan back because of those books, because the books I stayed a fan, and that's why when they were going to get rid of the books, I was like, well, I really like the books better than anything. I like the books better than anything going on TV. I like the books better than the prequels that had come out afterwards. I was a big fan of the books. Everything else was okay. And when they got rid of the books, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm good. I got other things I can do, right? So that's how it worked for me. Favorite Pixar movie not Toy Story is my favorite. So you want to erase that one. I have no idea. I mean, well, you take away Toy Story, I have no idea. I mean, there's like a lot of them that are good, but or any great. I mean, like the first 10 minutes of Up is brilliant, but the movie overall is okay. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of Pixar movies that have come out since then. I mean, to be honest, Coco was actually surprisingly good. I can't remember. I don't know what would be second place under Toy Story. I really don't. You can give me some suggestions. I'll tell you what I think. Oh, both Rumble and Frenzy have pile drivers, and Rabbit was a Jaguar. Okay, all right. Thank you. I'm definitely googling all this stuff. I remember some of those things. So there are two Rumble people. Okay. You didn't like his portrayal of Batman. I liked it. See, that's the thing. I hated Batman v Superman. I love Batman. I love the DC universe. I hated that movie. But I thought Jeremy Irons was good as Alfred, and I thought Ben Affleck was good as Batman. Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know if my wife wants to, which I don't think she does. I'm not excited about that. I don't, this is going to anger people. Zack Snyder sucks, period. I'm sorry. I'm glad he's getting to make his director's cut, and I'm glad people are happy to make it, but come on. That dude sucks as a director, period. I mean, great. He gets to redo the movie. I don't know if I want to watch through that again. You know, Miss Piper, put it back. Someone's sneaking candy. I just finally caught her doing it. Dark troopers in flight, afternoon delight. That's great. Miss Piper, you can ask Mama for candy. Go ask Mama. It was 91. Yeah. No, I'm trying to think because I read them a year. The paperback had come out, which means it was 8 months to a year later. And I'm trying to think what year that would have been. And if they came out in 91, it was probably 92. Because I didn't get it fresh off. I didn't even know that the book existed until on one of my birthdays. My dad's secretary, who I was watching Star Trek with her at the time, and going over to her house and watching Star Trek. And she was letting me borrow Star Trek books. But the thing I hated about it is they weren't in continuity with the TV show. She went, oh no, none of that stuff was. Well, she wanted to give me a Star Trek book for my birthday, but then couldn't find one. Found the Star Wars book instead and got me that because she knew I like Star Wars too. And when she gave it to me, I was like, oh, thanks. And I shelved it. And it stayed there till that summer. And then that summer I was bored, had nothing to do. This is back before the internet. And I said, well, I guess. And I picked up that book and read it. And I mean, cover to cover in like 2-3 days. Read the whole thing and begged my mom to take me to the bookstore, B. Dalton, at the time to go get the second one, which was in hardback. And I was not about to pay $22 for a new hardback copy. So I had to wait until it came out in paperback. It killed me. Miss Piper. No, ma'am. No candy. Miss Piper. We'll put the candy back, please. You can give the candy to Mama. Ask Mama. Ask Mama. She's here sneaking candy. She knows exactly where the candy, but she can't see it because it's up on a table, but she knows exactly where Mama keeps it. Come here. Come here. Hey, Pumpkin, ask Mama if you can have candy. Go ask Mama. Good girl. All right. But then after that, I had to wait, and it killed me. And then finally it came out in paperback and I bought it. And by then I'd read that. The third one had come out hardback. I went ahead and went back up to the store, bought that one and all three in hardback. I said, I will always read these. After that. Probably wrong again, but it feels like they're really trying to reintroduce the EU. Well, no, here's the thing. They are, because John, what's his name? Oh gosh. Terrible with names today. Jon Favreau, he knows that EU fans are upset. He knows those are the fans. He needs to get interested in his stuff. And so he's doing everything he can to appease those fans. The thing is, no offense, people like me, he's never going to get unless he does something completely Legends, which they're not going to. Now, what Lucasfilm really should do, they really should do this, is they should just go ahead and just print Legend stuff. I mean, it won't hurt, like an alternate storyline, right? So people like me can enjoy that. I don't know why they won't do that, because every sci-fi thing, even today, still has alternate storylines. So why not continue on with your alternate storyline that people loved? I don't get it. But yeah, it seems like they would, Jon Favreau's trying to do his best to bring those fans back in. Whether it ends up working or not, that's up to the fans. That's up to the fans who are still invested in it. Chris. Rick loves Up. No, I like the first 10 minutes are brilliant. The rest of it is okay. Josh, sorry, I'm planning on watching them all. What's your favorites? Oh, do watching them all? What's your favorite? Oh, I love the original series. Original series by far. Come here. You didn't give that to Mama at all, did you? Go give it to Mama. Tell Mama to unwrap it. She has a Tootsie Roll, and I'm not about to give her a Tootsie Roll. That's a chewy thing. Anyway, if I take it from her, she's gonna cry though. A dad's dilemma. I love the original series. Bones, Spock, and Kirk, man. I mean, their relationship and everything. It's just great. It's just great. I just love it. And the stories are very smart for its time. And to be honest, Josh, if you really love anyone who really loves the original Star Trek series, watch the cartoon. The old 70s cartoon. If they brought back all the voices except for Chekhov, they couldn't afford him, which is why you have an alien driving where Chekhov usually is. But they let him write and direct an episode. But the cartoon, pretty good. I mean, it in a way, even though the animation is not that good, it does have the feeling of a Star Trek episode. It's honestly surprising. There's one where they go and they meet Satan. Satan's on the planet. I'm not making this up. Like Satan's on the planet. You're like, wait, what? How did this come out in the 70s? But it was written by the old Star Trek writers. And it's really good. But that's only if you really love the original series like I do. All right, here we go. Favorite system things. The Incredibles. My brother would agree with you. My brother's a huge, in fact, The Incredibles is his number one. It would not be in my top 5. It's okay. It's fine, but it's not in my top 5. A lot of people love it, though. Bring it. Ryan knows I don't care about Zack Snyder. Just not the way it was written. Got it. I absolutely despise Suicide Squad. Amen. He does. What was that stupid? It looked really good. The schoolgirls with swords, samurai swords, fighting monsters and whatnot. And it was awful. Awful. I don't remember. Oh, Harley Quinn's outfit's what everyone wears for Halloween. Yeah, I guess it was fine. But I didn't like Suicide Squad at all. No, what's coming out is a collection of short stories from the Star Wars Insider by Titan Comic Books. It's called, I'll put a link in the description. Hold on, I have it to my favorites. It's a collection by Titan Publishing, and it's collecting Star Wars Insider fan fiction collection. That's what it is. I mean, technically, yes, a new book, but just a bunch of, here you go. All right. So there's a link if you want to look at it or get it. I'm getting it. I heard people say Michael Keaton's Batman films are bad and Nolan's are better because Batman kills in the Keaton version. People say Batman are bad and Nolan's are better. No. Nolan doesn't like superheroes. Christopher Nolan doesn't like superheroes. And you can tell. Now, I'm not dissing The Dark Knight. It was a good movie. Or Batman Begins, which was decent too. I do have a problem with The Dark Knight Rises. I thought it was a terrible film. But the first two were fine. Fine. I just don't think I don't think like Christopher, I don't like, I lost his name. Christian Bale's Batman. Hello, Tyler. Hey, how's it going? No. No, Planet Twilight was the best. Out of Darksaber's obviously the best, Tyler. If you're talking about the Callistia trilogy, Planet of Twilight's the weakest one. I like Darksaber, then Children of the Jedi, which was the first one, and then Planet of Twilight. But you know what? I'll reread it again. I heard it was CGI, but I didn't know. I don't know that much about it. Oh, really? You know, it is what it is. Thanks, Billy Fighter. I will. Yeah, I don't really know who he is. Hey, guess what? Terry Bowden, the old Auburn coach from 1993, is coming to my town. He's coaching the local college here in town. Everyone's been texting me about it. Will I go visit Terry Bowden, Bobby Bowden's son? Maybe. I still have some 1993 undefeated, uncrowned champions. Auburn went undefeated for the 2 years. We were under suspension because of Pat Dye's questionable recruitment tactics. And but we were undefeated. We had the best team by far. And I have my Uncrowned Champions T-shirt. I have a few other things from that era. I have, that's what I wanted to autograph. I have one from the quarterback and running back of that year. Stan White, I believe, was our quarterback. And I forgot the running back's name all of a sudden. But I may have Terry Bowden sign that. I don't think he would because it's Auburn, but I don't know. He wasn't a great coach, but he'll maybe do good in this small town. But fun fact, my college is the lowest paying college for NCAA, 1A sports. They pay the lowest amount because we're the poorest. And we went 0-10 this year. Completely defeated season. Yes. Great stuff. Thank you, Miss Tina. I appreciate that. Megan likes it too, Tina. She loves it. We miss you both. Tina likes my hair. Did she didn't give you that, did she?
No, I had to take it from her. I'm about to get ready.
Okay. All right. She went ahead and ate the Tootsie Roll. I know, Coach Rose. Didn't like it. Hated it. Wasn't like the comic book. Wasn't a fan, personally. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, Tim Burton nailed the Batman world. Oh, here she comes again. Hold on. Come here, Piper. Yeah, Burton nailed. I believe that. I believe he nailed what the Batman universe should look like. It looks great. How dare you? How dare you, Tyler? Hey, good man. Hey, Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas to everyone. Come here, Pumpkin. You want to say hello? No, she doesn't. Leia's story carried Planet of Twilight. Okay, you know what, Tyler? I'm all for rereading it. I am. Mike Wolf, what would I recommend to read first? Tales of the Jedi comic books or Tales of the Jedi book? What's the Tales of the Jedi book? I don't know what the Tales of the Jedi book is. The comic book's really good. Read the comic book. Oh, that's what they're saying. There's just comic books. Oh, no. Dawn of the Jedi. Okay, Dawn of the Jedi. Dawn of the Jedi happened, before. I'm sure everyone told you this. That happened before Tales of the Jedi. I mean, I wouldn't, if that's where you're going to start. Remember, I never suggest you start at the beginning of chronology. You never should read these chronologically if you're new to the books. because Dawn of the Jedi is awful. Oh, by the way, I read Tim Lebbon's Firefly novel. It came out 2 months ago in October. Read it, sucked. Worst one by far. By far. It was terrible. Tim Lebbon, no good. And he did that weird first person or whatever it's called. Again, he just has no talent, in my opinion. Yes, but I can't remember right now. I'm sure I have a review for it. So if to answer your question, if you haven't read any EU, read Tales of the Jedi. Tales of the Jedi comic book is great. It has nothing to do with Dawn of the Jedi. Dawn of the Jedi happens thousands of years later. And wait. Dawn of the Jedi book or comic book? I see what you're saying now. Read the comic book first. If you really, John Ostrander's comic book never finished, but it was decent. It was getting, I felt like it was getting somewhere. It wasn't great. It's not great. But John Ostrander, to be fair, got cut short. So it could have been a great story. I just wasn't, I was a little bit into it. Like I said, it was okay for me, but I was interested in a few hooks that he was giving you. I just don't know where it was going. That's one thing I'd love to do. I'd love to interview John Ostrander and have him finish off or tell me what ideas he had in store for Dawn of the Jedi. Because it could have been a great series, but it was just okay. The book is awful, but I'd read the comic book first in that case. Probably so, but that's not a bad thing. That's horrible. They're fine. I used to buy them with all my lawn mowing money, you know. And back then there wasn't that many books. In fact, I remember when I had I had them on my dad's or our own little bookshelf. And when I moved, I don't have that small bookshelf anymore. Oh no! I guess I got rid of it. No, it's in my bedroom. I had a small 2-shelf bookshelf. I bought a little it was only 2 little shelves, and I remember I put all my Star Wars book on it, and I was like, when I moved to college, I went, wow, look at that collection. And now, you know, spanning 2 bookcases and then some, not counting the comic books. I'm guessing that's an ore. I guess Crystal Star. I think Dawn of the Jedi is terrible. Oh, I will. I will. Rick Atomic, the band. Check them out, folks. Check them out. Buddy Rick is the lead singer and a good-looking man himself. I don't remember exactly what it's called. It's like first person, but from a third point. He's like, we walked through the valley. He came to us. We sought to him. It is kind of first person, but with multiple people. We couldn't see him. The girl walked across the grass. It's like someone's giving a commentary of what's happening. It's really weird. Comics are decent. Like I said, he had a decent idea. I got it, buddy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, brother. I did read it. I just haven't responded yet because it's Christmas Eve. But thank you, and I'll get in touch with you soon. Probably sometime next week. Don't you care? Ryan said he's available every night except for Monday next week. But we'll find a good time. Oh man, that animated series is great, isn't it? It's great. There you go. In my opinion, Kevin J. Anderson. Kevin J. Anderson's the best, in my opinion. But some people like James Luceno, which is good too, or Matthew Stover. No, I feel it's different. But Shatterpoint I don't like either. Oh, that was awful. That was awful. Destroy a great character like hers. Well, here's the deal. You can read both. You can read both. It's fine. I have friends who do this. If you enjoy the new canon, great, great. If you enjoy it, great. I think there's some solid stories in the Legends universe myself. But yeah, I mean, just read what you like. Read what you like. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, me too, brother. Nothing but for Christmas, Rick. They had. Oh, text me, Rick. Text me. Make sure I have your phone number. I don't know if I have it, but I'll text you a picture for you and Tina to see. They're in their Ewok costumes for Christmas. It was really funny. It was not putting the Clone Wars in its own timeline apart from the EU since they're going to retcon so much anyway. Do I care? That's the better question. that's mean, isn't it? How dare I be mean on Christmas Eve? Josh, we call this fake news. I'm glad you liked it. He wrote the Jedi Academy trilogy, which I really love. That gets dogged on by Ryan Kennel, but what does Ryan know, right? But he also wrote Darksaber, which I really enjoyed. He wrote the Young Jedi Knight series, which I thought was really good. And then he did some of the Tales of the Jedi comic books after he took over. He shared some of it with oh gosh, I forgot. I'm not thinking of names right now. But he wrote the last ending of the Tales of Jedi. He finished the Tales of Jedi comic books. He wrote the Leviathan comic book series, which is okay. He did a lot of stuff back in the Bantam era, back in the day, and then stopped. I guess he didn't have friends or connections at Del Rey, but I really enjoyed his stuff personally. He did a lot of short stories too. He did the Tales of the Mos Eisley. He edited it, kind of headed it off. Tales of Mos Eisley, Tales from Bounty Hunters, and Tales from Jabba's Palace too. It's really good. Denning would be my second. Denning would be my close second, Tyler. I absolutely love Troy Denning. I got to meet him. He and Kevin G. Anderson are awesome. I love talking to him. Even though I hear Troy Denning isn't the nicest person at times, which is kind of surprising to me because he was very nice to me. Very nice to me. No, not easily. Joe keeps saying, well, Matt, if you get rid of this, this, and this, it could fit. And I'm like, no. I said, what about this, this, and this? He went, well, you could just say this. I went, no, you're covering for it. I mean, if you shut your, I mean, if you know, hum a tune and plug your ears, yeah. I'm not much for mixing canon though. But you know what? Joe Bongiorno, he is all about that. You're talking like him. Let's see. Yes, he is. Tom Veach, that's his name. Sorry. Oh, I think it's a disaster. I think it's a disaster the way they treated the fans, to be honest. I think that's where the disaster really lies. Just their mistreatment of the old school fans. It's just sad. Sad they would do that. Okay. Oh, you must love my channel. I do it all in chronological order as best I know how. So there you go. I would never suggest anyone do it that way. But if you hang in there, it gets better. That's so true. Tom Veach. You enjoy Leviathan is good. It just because it has a lot of EU characters. I've obviously Kip Duran, and it was good. I don't know. Maybe if this would have been an ongoing series where they go on different missions, I think I would have liked it better. It felt like we could have had. I mean, this is always me when I read a good comic book. Like there could have been more there. There should have been more there, and I felt it always feels rushed. It felt rushed to me. Like I said, and I didn't like Dorsk 82. I hated Dorsk 82. I thought that cheapened. I mean, obviously there's clones, and the clone of Dorsk 81 could have the Force gene. So I guess it makes sense, but I didn't like Dorsk 82 in it. You know, so I have a few complaints about that. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. Up, 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 up. That's it. That's the dinner bell. All right. Hey, I've got to go. Guys, hey, have a Merry Christmas. Don't know if I'll be back tonight doing this. Doubt it. Doubt it. Got some plans going on tonight. But anyway, you guys have a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sitting in on this. Wow, 30 people. That's amazing. This is a good time to do it. Maybe if I'm not playing board games, I'll come back and do this. Little afternoon delight there. But anyway, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Again, Merry Christmas now or later tomorrow. And I will see you later tomorrow. More top 100. Yes, I am doing stuff on Christmas Day. Continuing on my top 100 and a Saturday morning